Today we're taking a look at the Street View Trekker. If you look at my backpack, I have 15 Street View cameras strapped to me and a little over 40 pounds.
42 pounds.
42 pounds. We're talking with Steve Silverman from the Google Maps team. And the idea of something like this backpack is to capture images in locations where cars can't go. And a great example of that is the Grand Canyon. And with a device like this, you can get panoramic images of really close quarters and beautiful things that people want to see, whether it's on their phone or their tablet. Can you give us a sense of how this works?
So this camera, these 15 cameras, every 2.5 seconds they fire off a trigger pulse and they take a snapshot. They take a panoramic snapshot. That panoramic imagery is identical to what's on the Street View cars, on the snowmobile, photosphere. All of our products have the same panoramic view. So the beauty of that is if you're a developer, all of the people here, they can take our Maps API, they can use any of our products, they can display them in a way that enhances their product, and they can bring the world to their users. So this system, we realized there was some gap in our hardware. All those trails, all those places you couldn't take a vehicle, or even the trike, which is people-powered, but it needs a pretty wide space. So this is designed to be transported all over the world, and we're going all over the world with it. We went to the Grand Canyon for our inaugural visit because it was such a difficult place to go. My grandmother could never go down the Grand Canyon. Now she could.
But now you can visit it. And like you were saying before, it's not just for parks. It can be for any place that's really close quarters. It could be cities with really narrow streets and things like that.
That's right. So Venice is an ideal example. So Venice is, if you've been there, you're going down these little narrow tunnels of roads. You can barely walk down some of them. So Trekker can take you there, and we can use that. We can create maps and help you not get lost in Venice. How great would that be?
Right. So assuming that I had the strength to carry this around for like a work day, how much battery life would I have, and how much are you guys able to record?
So with this system, the batteries last for about 8 hours, and we record also on one data disk for about 8 hours. So at the end of that day, you have to swap out the batteries and send the data disk in to get processed. Faces and license plates are automatically blurred, just like in all of our Street View products. And if you're on an expedition, you need to carry, it's about 8 pounds per day of battery and data disk. So it's really an expedition quality. This thing will work in the Grand Canyon, it'll work in Death Valley, it'll work up in the snows in the Himalayas if you need to.
And let's say, like, taking account for things like seasons, will it do that? Let's say if you're there, like, in, I don't know, the fall versus winter or anything like that, or is it like static images all the time? And how do you decide how to put that together?
So with this system, it's completely watertight. It's just like our cars. It has to go in any environment, and so we can collect whenever it makes the most sense to collect. So right now we're really optimizing the time of year. So the Grand Canyon, we went in the fall. We went to South America. We went to Brazil. We went there while it's a good time of year, but there's no reason we can't go to capture all the seasons.
Okay, well, this is a quick look at the Street View Trekker, which allows you to travel the world without being there, even the closest of quarters. This is Mark Spoonout, Laptop Magazine at Google I/O.